Hello, Victory Fund family. Thank you for standing with my team here at Victory Fund. Whether you're one of our incredible major donors or make a monthly contribution of a few dollars, or have never donated before but appreciate our work, thank you. This pandemic is a vivid reminder of how our community comes together in love and in power in times of crisis. With a nation appropriately focused on preventing the spread of a virus, saving the lives of those who are sick, and helping the more than 20 million people who have lost their jobs, it may seem jarring for me to speak to you about LGBTQ candidates and elections. But as I watch the response to this virus unfold, it's more clear than ever that the elected leaders we put in office can either rise to the challenge, providing confidence to a nation and an economy and saving lives, or they can fail. They dominate whether LGBTQ clinics and community centers receive emergency funding, whether our government researchers explore the impact on people with HIV and AIDS, and remember that the trans community is particularly vulnerable. When LGBTQ elected officials are part of the conversation, our community is never forgotten. And that's exactly why I'm talking to you about LGBTQ candidates right now, when electing good leaders who care about our community has never been more important. Earlier this week, Victory Fund endorsed 25 more LGBTQ candidates for public office, bringing our total endorsements for the year to more than 200. We began 2020 telling you it would be an historic election year, with more LGBTQ people running than ever before, and for more high-level positions than ever before. That hasn't changed. But we're needing to help our candidates adapt. Our political team has already provided more than 50 hours of consultation with candidates to help them retool their campaign strategies given the realities of campaigning in a pandemic. We've been creating and gathering new COVID-related tools and resources to add to our candidate portal, which provides a wealth of information to our candidates. We've helped raise more than $900,000 directly for our candidates at a time when fundraising is more difficult than ever. And we're providing unprecedented visibility for our candidates on our social media platforms to raise awareness among voters and supporters about their campaigns. Despite the pandemic, this year we might endorse more than 300 LGBTQ candidates, the most in our 29-year history. And for some of them, the biggest obstacle is their primaries. In the next few months and weeks, we have groundbreaking candidates who will sail into office in November if we can ensure they win their primary soon. Next week, Charmaine McGuffey, running for Hamilton County Sheriff in Ohio, is up against an anti-LGBTQ, anti-choice Democrat who literally sat behind Donald Trump at one of his rallies. Charmaine can defeat him, but her primary was supposed to take place in March, and the extended campaign means her cash flow is extremely tight. We've been working to help fill that budget gap, but we need to do more. We need your help. Kim Jackson can become the first out LGBTQ state senator in Georgia. She's a priest and an LGBTQ advocate who will get elected if we can help her through her primary in mid-May. We just raised more than $2,500 for her and hosted a live interview to get her in front of even more donors, but we need your help to do more. 3 U.S. congressional candidates, Richie Torres, Mondaire Jones, and John Blair, will almost certainly be history-making congressmen with primary wins in June. We've given them maximum contributions to their campaigns and profiled their races for LGBTQ donors, but we need your help to do more. We've always run the office on a tight budget so we can give as many dollars and services to our candidates as possible. But this health and economic crisis is taking its toll, as it has for almost all organizations. We postponed our 2 biggest fundraisers of the year already, and the contributions typically received at those fundraisers are what we would have used to provide even more support to Charmaine, Kim, Richie, Mondaire, and John. It's tough. We began the year knowing we would have more LGBTQ candidates than ever before, and that Victory Fund would have a greater impact on our nation's politics than ever before. I've not given up on that. Neither has my team nor our candidates. But we need your help. The number of candidates we can endorse and support this year is directly tied to what we can raise right now. We can double the number of LGBTQ members of Congress. We can exponentially increase and diversify our numbers in state legislatures. And we can defeat bigots who still use our community as a political punching bag. We can do it. Because in this unprecedented election cycle, our candidates have an advantage their straight opponents do not. They have you, the LGBT community, and our strongest allies. In times of crisis, our community stands up and fights for each other. We always have. Our LGBTQ candidates will win because we have their backs, because we understand how important it is that they are in office to help manage the fallout from the crisis and prevent the next one. But we need your help, Victory Fund family. Your contribution at this critical time, at this critical election year, will determine the level of support we can provide to candidates ready to claim victory in the next few weeks and months. This crisis, unfortunately, will not end soon. The people we elect this year will be helping to resolve the health, economic, and political issues that will inevitably result from this pandemic. We need our community to be part of that conversation. I know these are tough times, but if you can afford to give a little, or a lot, now is the time. Primary elections are approaching quickly, and soon it will be too late. Help us seize this opportunity and propel LGBTQ candidates to victory. Thank you. Please be safe. And as our Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot says, stay home, save lives.